In the late 1960s, Larry Caroline was an assistant professor of philosophy and a civil rights and anti-war activist. In the 1970s, he encountered Chabad at the State University of New York, Buffalo.
In 1977, we had our first Yechidus with the Rebbe, and I had given an etzettel to the Rebbe and told him about all my left-wing activities and how it had led to me being not fired, but not having my contract renewed from the University of Texas. I was an assistant professor in the philosophy department, and there was a big demonstration in Austin, Texas, the capital of Texas, against the war in Vietnam, and there was a large crowd. It was literally on the steps of the state capitol. The President of the United States at that time was Lyndon Johnson, and the chairman of the Board of Regents at the University of Texas, my boss actually, was a very close friend of Lyndon Johnson. They asked me to speak at this rally, and I told them they didn't want me to speak because I was much too far to the left for them, but they said, no, we want you to speak. So I got up and spoke on the steps of the state capitol in Austin, and I said, it's a very lovely Saturday, it's lovely to have a walk and to go marching around, but if you really want the war to end, you have to have a revolution. And the next day, literally, on the front page of, as far as I know, every single newspaper in the state of Texas, there was headlines about an employee of the State University of New York advocating revolution. And the dean, he decided I had to go. And so that was the end of my teaching at the University of Texas. And it turned out it was the end of my career as a philosophy professor. When we went into the Rebbe said to me, he said, you used to make propaganda for the revolution, now you will make propaganda for the other revolution, meaning his revolution. And that was literally life-changing. It meant to me that I had to now take all the energy that I had been putting in to civil rights and to anti-war and other left-wing activities, that all now had to be channeled into Yiddishkeit. And that my job was to continue being a radical, but the kind of radical that the Rebbe was.